Welcome today, boys and girls. Today I really want to talk to you guys about creating the best work attitude. That attitude that will push you to the front of the class. That attitude that will give you that edge. That attitude that will ensure that you will be getting your 90s and the 100s. Now, I strongly believe all our students, they have that potential. They are capable of doing a lot. But how we invest our time and what we do, it strongly affects how we perform. Now, I have a list, I have a checklist here, and I really want you guys to make note of each, because I believe if you follow each check, if you should check these off daily, your attitude will improve and you'll consistently perform at your best. The checklist that I have, they're going to really improve your confidence, your discipline, and your consistency. And I believe if we have these three ingredients properly balanced in our lives, in your work life, you will perform at your best. Now, the first thing on my checklist is here. You need to have a structure. You need to have a study timetable. You need to set up a program, right? Now, I encourage you now to speak with your mother. Get everybody in the home together, and you guys need to plan a study timetable, a work timetable. This study timetable, I would like it to have everything on it, from chores in the home, family time, television time, video games, fun time, fun reading. Everything needs to be structured, and in doing this, what will happen? The child will become independent. You will become independent, and you will now have a structure. And this structure will allow you to gain that independence and improve your work attitude. Now, nightly, you need to attach to this now. We need 30 minutes. Every night, we're going to be spending 30 minutes on each area. And we work very hard towards GSAT, right? So, I'm encouraging my GSAT students that every night, you spend 30 minutes on every area. And this is after homework. And if we consistently do this, you'll find out that your grades will improve. My pass mark is 90. So I'm expecting it to be there shortly. Now, so if we have this revision and this structure and this program going, you will start to see improvement in short order. The next checklist, read ahead of your teacher. You know, we have the textbooks, and if you don't have the textbooks, feel free to borrow. All right, and be asking. Use the resources around you. Use your teachers. If you're now in grade 6, don't be afraid to go back to the grade 5 teacher and ask for assistance. Even a grade 1 teacher can assist you. We have this. We tend to think that because a teacher teaches grade 1, they can't function at the grade 6 level, but that's not true. You can get assistance from every single teacher at your school. So use them up. Right. Now read ahead of your teacher. If your teacher is at chapter 1, you should always try to be at chapter 2. So you're ahead. And once you're ahead, there's more chance that, guess what, you'll know the content better and you'll be able to perform at your best. Alright? Now, the next thing on my checklist, I want you to be bold in class. I want you to be attentive, and I want to be very inquisitive. Alright? At Carrot Juice Educational Center, we practice this thing called law, the acronym law. L for listen, A for ask questions, and the last thing we do is write. Right? So we put a lot of energy into listening. Then we ask questions to ensure that what we listened, to ensure we understand what we listened. And then the final thing we do, we write. We make the note. Alright, make our jottings of what we learn. So be very inquisitive this year. Be very bold. You have students who you're afraid to ask. You're afraid. You think, hey, maybe I stand up and I ask a question, and the students will laugh at me. They'll say it's funny. But did you pay your school fee? Yes. Do you have all the right? Every single child has the right to ask. Right? And hey, don't allow people to limit you or box you in or cause you to think little of yourself. And we don't want to be in that category this September coming. We want to be in that category where we are bold, right? We have an aim. The aim is to be scoring 90s and over. The aim is to get your first choice and your second choice. So we have no room to be thinking about the other students now and what they'll think about me. I want you to be bold. I want to stand firm, and I want to speak out. If you do not understand something, let teacher know, right? All right. And at times, you might have to speak with teacher outside of the classroom. maybe it's a lunch break that you can go to your teacher. And again, it doesn't have to be a classroom teacher, it can be other teachers, right? So inquisitive, bold, attentive. Hey, the next checklist, we need to use our free time wisely. Whenever free time shows up at school, we need to direct that time to improving ourselves, right? So we need to have study cards, have some study cards in our bags. We need to have our books, always carry our reading material to school. So whenever there's a lunch break, you finish your lunch early, use this time to study, right? Use this time to read something over, right? So we want to use our free time wisely. Use the internet to empower you, right? And we know we like to go on YouTube, but do you know that YouTube has a lot of videos that are linked to the lessons that are done in class? So I'm going to ask for you to use up this YouTube and allow it to help you with your classwork, right? Respect time. We want to be at school early. Whenever we're given work to do in class, we want to finish this work early. We want to be the first, but we want to finish properly, right? We want to ensure we get everything correctly. So it's not a rush, but we want to be there on time. So respect time always. And we want to learn from our mistakes. Alright, when we make mistakes, I don't want us to get into that zone where we get all depressed and you get a 30 and this 30 is going to follow you all along. No, we learn from our mistakes. Alright, and I always say this to my students: you should only get it incorrect once. And if you keep this concept, today I might get it incorrect, but I'm going to learn how to get it correct, how to do it correctly. Tomorrow if I get it, I know I will get it correct, right? So you should only get it incorrect once. Help others. Create study groups. You are powerful. You are going to be the next big thing. You're important. Expect the best. 90s and over. Thank you.